And in today's pick a card reading, we are going to be finding out who is deceiving you. Now, this reading is the intention behind this reading is for those of you that have a feeling that someone is doing you dirty behind your back, someone is acting suspicious, and you have a hunch. This is, you want to know who it is, or you know, like, there are things that are like happening behind the scenes, but you don't know who's causing it. We're going to get down to the nitty gritty, okay? Now, if you don't feel like this ain't your, like, this is only for those that know or have some suspicion, okay? Of course, you could always watch for entertainment purposes, of course. Yeah, so I just wanted to clarify that, all right? So, because not everybody's going to have someone hidden in the backgrounds, right? Not everybody is out to get you, okay? All right, so with that said, we have 3 beautiful, lovely piles. For pile number 1, we have this cute, if I could pick it up, little heart-shaped music note. For pile number 2, we have this little, like, bottle opener. If my camera would, like, focus, this little bottle opener that says, I love you. And then for pile number 3, we have this lovely clock that is melting. It's interesting. Alright. So go ahead, pause, meditate, do what you gotta do. Time sensitivity will be listed down below, and I will see you guys at your pile. Hello, hello. If you chose pile number 1 and you're drawn to this cute little musical note, this is going to be your reading. Let's find out who is deceiving you. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm going to say, I'm just going to get it out the way. Right off the bat with this little charm, definitely someone who loves music, maybe is a songwriter, plays an instrument, creates their own music. Maybe I'm also getting the vibe that, like, maybe someone had wrote you a song or wrote you music. I don't know. Let's find out. Alright, so I got some oracles set aside for us. Now we're going to get into tarot, and hopefully, if this doesn't take too long, I might throw some charms in the mix. Charms usually add a little personal flair to things, I've noticed, for people. So, let's find out who's deceiving my pile number 1. Let's get one more. I said 1, not the whole deck. One more spirit. Thank you. Thank you so much. Alright, so let's get into it. Interesting. Alright, so right off the bat, we have North Node, Destiny. Soul School, Learning Curve, Fulfillment, Purpose, Maturing, Experience, Fruition, North Star, Process, Development, Practice, Path, Beacon, Blossoming, Becoming, Integrity, and Journey. It's kind of interesting because we have Soul School, and then the first thing that came to my mind was school for the 9th house, because this is about higher education. So, I mean, some of you could be in college. Don't have to be, obviously, right? The 9th house doesn't only talk about higher education. It's also about traveling. So foreign travel, adventure, higher education, customs, faith, belief, pilgrimages, spiritual quests, aspiration, journalism, religion, gurus, and risk-taking. So yeah, another thing is this is a spiritual home. So this person could be religious. This person could be foreign. from you. So they, they could be from another country or ethnicity, different from yours. This person could be adventurous, likes to take risks. These are going to be, we're talking about the 9th house. So this is someone that likes to all of these things I'm saying out loud is like probably like traits or behaviors of this person. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we have Virgo, the Alchemist. All right, so they could be a Virgo or an Aries. We have the Moon, which is Cancer energy. So we have mutable and cardinal energy here. Let's see. I'm going to wait till we get to the Moon last. All right, methodical, aligned, ritualistic, efficient, insightful, healthy, dutiful, discerning, witchy, subtle, pure, refined, accurate, solitary, critical, nervous, and perfectionist. Active for Aries, the radical, active, self-starting, daring, fierce, assertive, fiery, exhilarating, innocent, on a mission. Bossy, driving, sparky, courageous, selfish, macho, impulsive, argumentative, and competitive. Okay, so these could be traits that this person, like I said, these are traits or behaviors that this person has that's going to give us clues on who it is. All right, so like I said, they could be a Virgo or an Aries. You got Cancer. I guess you could kind of say Sagittarius for the 9th house here, but this person could be, for some of you, because like this is a general reading. For some of you, this is a person that likes routines and is nitpicky, could be very clean and organized. With that perfectionist, they may have anxiety issues. They might be a health nut. They might be someone who cares about the products that they use. They might be more into the holistic healing. And then we got someone who's risk taking, daring. Fear is not something that you would like describe them as. We said assertive, driven, firecracker, sparky. Oh, sparky was a word. But firecracker comes to mind. This is someone that is only thinking about themselves. In general, not specifically about focus on the Aries, but like in general, this is a person that is thinking about themselves, right? I do believe that you dealing with this situation with this person, though, is meant to happen with the North Node here, because they're teaching you a lesson, either something about yourself, or it's for the experience, or you're playing, or there's karma that's being played out between the two of you, okay? It's going to vary from person to person. All right. Another thing is, we have Cancer, feelings, instincts, nurturing, gut reactions, comfort, digestion, home, family, conditioning, habits, femininity, lineage, privacy, embodiment, emotions, sustenance, self-soothing, moods, and mother. Okay. Like I said, I got Cancer because Cancer is ruled by the moon. I mean, for some of you, we do have mother. Back of the deck energy, I do want to bring up, since it does say family here and home, we have the 4th house here as back of the deck energy. Family, home, background, comfort, cooking, inner world, real estate, shelter, self-care, rejuvenation, habits, and shop. Okay, so this can either describe this person, their traits, their behaviors, or this could be where it's taking place, where the deception takes place. Maybe this is someone that is Maybe, like, for example, this is someone that is close with you and your family, so they're putting lies in, they're whispering lies into your family to, you know, maybe perceive you a certain type of way, or whatever it may be, you know, like, I don't know your story, but, like, that could be a possibility, too. Like, be open to the many possibilities of interpretations that these cards can be giving you. All right. Okay, so another thing, I'm gonna put this back. Another thing is, this is, the moon is also hidden. This person could be moody. This person could go through mood swings. This person could have some habits or subconscious habits that they are either aware of or not. Okay. Digestion. And I think a Virgo with digestion, because Virgos tend to have stomach issues. So that's another thing. This person might have or may have stomach issues. We have gut reactions. So, like, they might have a strong intuition, or they might talk about it a lot. These may be conversations that come up. I want to say these signs square each other, but don't quote me, because I'm not a professional astrologist, but I think those signs square each other. All right, so let's see. I'm going to do this deck next. So let's find out what kind of archetype this person is, so you can better pinpoint who you think or suspect. Who is deceiving my pile number ones? You know what's interesting was, with what's coming to my mind is the 9th house, because it's foreign, right? It's about foreign travel and anyways, it's about foreign travel, right? And then I was thinking about that charm that you guys got. What if this person likes, like, music from, like, I don't know, other countries, or, like, I don't know. I wouldn't know, because I don't want to sit here and throw out different types of music and assume that that's foreign, you know? Like, I'm reading for general population that's going to come here, so it's going to be different for everybody, but for the most part, like, I'm from the States, so I would assume that most of the people that I'm getting views from are from the States. So, but, you know, I don't know, you know, just take it with a grain of salt, but, like, that kind of comes to my mind too. All right, who is deceiving my pile number ones? Who's deceiving my pile number ones? Oh, that's... We have rebel. Challenges authority to effect social change. Rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Shadow attributes. Rejects legitimate authority out of anger. Rebels out of pure pressure or fashion. Out of fashion? What the... Maybe they use fashion as a way to rebel. I'm trying to understand how you would do. Okay, so this person, when they're not in their best, they may rebel against authoritative figures, not be cooperative. They may use certain pieces of clothing as a way of rebellion. This is giving me a lot of Aquarius vibes. I don't know. I think of it when I think of a rebellion, I think of Aquarius. All right. I mean, on a positive note, this person has the potential to make social changes by challenging ideas and authoritative figures and their belief systems that are no longer, that are like outdated or rigid or outdated. It is interesting. Reject spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. And then we have that 9th house. Alright, so we have teacher, light attribute, ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. That's interesting that we got teacher and then we have higher education here. Pretty cool. And then she's holding a globe, which is foreign lands. I don't know, I'm seeing like the little, alright. Shadow attributes, manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits, and destructive skills. I really strongly hope that you guys are not dealing with a shitty ass teacher that is, you know, if you're in school and you're not, and I hope you're not being treated poorly or like, you know, can't say it will never happen, but I would hope that you guys are not dealing with that. This person could be a teacher. Maybe this person, because they had, maybe if they've been to college and have gained degrees or whatever, they think they're better than others because they have a degree. Yeah, we do have teaching negative traits and destructive skills. They could be doing this out of peer pressure with this rebel card. Alright, so let's see what the back of the deck. Ooh. Alright. Back of the deck energy, we have vampire. Light attribute makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. Okay. Shadow attributes, depleting others for your psychic survival. Chronic complaining or codependency. Alright, so this is the chronic nagger, someone that's always complaining about shit. Got nothing else to talk about. No solution, doesn't seek solutions, doesn't want solutions. They just want to complain because they're draining out your energy by doing that. Alright, so it's an energy vampire. So someone that drains you. Like I said, they are moody. So this person could be an authoritative figure of some kind. Because teachers are a form of authority, right? So this person could be an authoritative figure. Alright. What deck do I want to use? Alright, I guess I'll do that. Alright, wait, do we want that? Yeah, whatever. Alright, so we're going to get the tea on this person. What's going on in their life. Maybe this will give us some more context and more clues about who this is. And yeah, because we're trying to figure out who it is, right? That's who is deceiving you. So, right? Alright, so who's deceiving my pile number ones? Oh, what if they're a music teacher? Or they're going to school to become a music teacher. Super random. Alright. Alright, who's deceiving my pile number ones? What do we need to know about this person that's deceiving my pile number ones? Let's give my pile number one some more clues. They broke. Pile number one. Pile number one. Who's deceiving my pile number ones? What's the T on the person that's deceiving my pile number ones? We have fake accounts, fake social media accounts to spy, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. So we got a spyer. We got someone that's spying on you. We have love on the brain, dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, and nostalgic. Legal issues, court, judges, immigration, lawyers, etc. Okay. Getting Libra vibes because of the scales here. Which is Aries a sister sign, which would be the opposite. So oppositions is, it makes me think of like, oh, they're an op. Alright, so this person's stalking you. I'm wondering if this is someone you've rejected with the love on the brain for some of you. Or maybe they're fantasizing about your downfall. If that's the case, but you need to get a life. Maybe you're moving forward in life and they're remembering a time when things were different. This person, obviously, with the legal issues, maybe that's why they're broke, because they're paying off all these fees and fines. They could be obviously dealing with some court problems. What else? What's the T? Alright, bad habits. Drugs, addictions, and toxicities. So this person got some bad habits. Maybe that's why they're having legal issues, and that's why they stay broke. Alright, we have back of the deck, we have reflecting. Okay. So this person could be talking about that they're reflecting on the situation with you, or they could be like, oh my God, I've been thinking about this, I've been thinking about us, and maybe they've been trying to manipulate your feelings with the moon here. I think of the moon card from the tarot deck, which is deception, things that are things that are in the dark. You don't see it coming. It's subconsciousness. Things are things you're not fully aware of. Not everything is as it seems. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to use the Who Is It deck. This can give us physical traits and figures. Not everything will apply to for you. Just take what does and leave the rest, okay? Alright, so let's get physical traits of this person. Who is this person? Who is this person? Huh. I wonder if this is someone you rejected. Or you closed the door on them. Okay. Yeah, okay. So who is deceiving my file number ones? Let's get some physical traits, Spirit. Let us know. Who's deceiving my pile number ones? Who is deceiving? Who's deceiving pile number one? Alright, I'm going to stop there. Okay. Alright. We have older than you, light skin. This is interesting because back of the deck is a different, yeah, whatever. I'll show you in a minute. Alright, so we have white clothing. So this person could wear white a lot, or they like the color white. We have blue eyes. This person could have blue eyes. We have nicely dressed. Asian. This person could be Asian. You know what song came up when I saw this, dude? Because it says nicely dressed. Every girl's crazy about a sharp dressed man. Music. Like, what if this person likes rock or something? Okay, anyways, we have tribal. Okay. And that goes really well with that ninth house energy that I was talking about. And then we have older than you. Alright. And then we have light skin. And then back of the deck energy, we do have dark skin. So for some of you, this is a darker skinned person. For others of you, this is going to be a light skinned person. Okay. Fit the pieces to where they goes for you. Okay. She's also wearing white. White. Maybe they like watermelon. He's got watermelon in the back behind him. Why is there watermelon in the background? I don't know. Don't ask me. But maybe they like watermelon. I don't know. Maybe they like leopard or like animal print clothing. They could have that hairstyle. They made like that type of jewelry. They could be, like I said, like we mentioned earlier, foreign. Interesting. This person's got glasses. I mean, it's not specified, but alright. So, what you need to know about this person before we get into the tarot. What does my pile number one need to know about the person deceiving them? Well, what the heck? What does pile number one need to know about the person deceiving them? Alright. Ooh, we have caution with nettle. And back of the deck is onion with tears. That's interesting. That song, Save Your Tears for Another Day, came to my mind with this. I want to see what the book says about this. Either it's warning you to be cautious around this person, or because like that's kind of like what I'm getting. But like I want to see if there's anything else. Danger. I advise you not to dive into a situation head first. This is one time not to take something at face value, as there are underlying issues that have yet to arise to the surface. You would be wise to be watchful and trust no one at this time. Do not buy into fear or the chaos that is being stirred up around you. The stinging hairs on my heart-shaped leaves are like shards of glass and will cause a painful reaction to those who cross your boundaries uninvited. My reputation alone is enough to drive out negativity, so carefully pop my leaves into bags for protection and use them in powdered form to break any curses made against you. Packed with nutrition, I am known as a delicacy, but prepare your nettle-sourced dishes with extreme caution, for I am known to bite. Alright. I love that. Interesting. Get too close, you'll feel my sting. My leaves protect from almost anything. Handle carefully, please don't dash, or you'll endure a nasty rash. This magic is worked with harm to none, so motive be, there it is done. So this has like a little recipe. That was the little poem that I just read. If you guys want to screenshot that or not, I don't know. But there you go. Alright, that's pretty interesting. So this person, you need to watch out for this person. Woo-wee. Alright, so let's get into the tarot. That was a lot of oracle, I know. But like, I like the oracle. Let's get a little bit more information on who is deceiving my pile number one. Who's deceiving my pile number ones? Alright. We have the Five of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, the Fool. I love how they make the Fool. Alright. I think the Fool is technically Uranus energy because it's like unexpected, but it also gives me like Aries energy at the same time too, because Aries is the first zodiac sign. It is the spark that starts everything, you know. Who's deceiving my pile number one? This person is bringing drama. With that Five of Wands, it could be argumentative. We have the World. This is a big this person has a big is going to leave a big impact on you and your life for sure. I got an extra card that I was not expecting to get. I only wanted 5. So we have the 3 of Coins, ooh, 8 of Swords, and then we have the Knight of Coins. Alright. I said 6 and I got 7. Alright, back of the deck. Hierophant. What? The Hierophant is usually a guru, a priest right here, right? But it's also someone with authority that you would go to, someone you would seek, someone with higher power, higher knowledge, right? So if we think about this particular character, she was not someone that was suspected to be the bad guy in the movie, right? So this is someone that you would probably least expect it to be. Yeah, because like they could be offering this apple, but you don't realize that it's poison. You know, they could be dragging you into a mess or and like painting this picture. I don't know what this person is doing, but like it's very manipulative. They know how to play their part, basically. They know everyone that's involved and how to play the part that they need to play. This is gonna come to an end, of course, with the World here. It's gonna stop before it starts. Like once it starts, it's gonna stop. Like something is going to erupt, right? This is someone that could be in a friend group or in a like let's say in close vicinities of you. So this could be a career. This could be a coworker, a boss. This could be someone that's in your class or an authoritative teacher. They lie to keep you in control or to have control. They have control issues. They try to manipulate the situation to their own advantage. At the end of the day, though, this person wants to run away with the money. They want to win at all costs, right? So this is the prize. They're willing to take the slow route. Isn't that what she did? Isn't that what she did? I can't remember. It's been so long since I watched this movie, but didn't she play like the long route? She helped build up the lion dude. And he was an authoritative figure, and then she created a scene so that people would look at him a type of way, right? So in this case, I think you might be the lion in this movie where she tries to make people, in this person is trying to make you look like the bad guy. Does that make sense? I feel like that's... Right? Because isn't that what kind of like what Scar did? Like he was lying to the hyenas and telling them things that they wanted to hear, but then he was telling the lions, the pack, a different narrative, right? I'm protecting you. But then he was like secretly working with the hyenas, but then he was also like flip-floppy, right? So this person is flip-floppy. They're so full of themselves. They're going to get caught. They're going to cause drama, or drama's going to happen. There's going to be an argument of some kind that's going to break out. This person could be single with the 9 of Pentacles. They could be gloatful. Like I said, we did mention that they might think that they're better than other people. Yeah, so I'm going to throw some charms to just get us a little few more clues, and then we'll be done with our reading. So I am going to lay this lovely mat down. Maybe we could get some more information. Alright, so if you have headphones on, you might want to turn that down because this can be a little loud. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so we have a dog. This person could have a Dalmatian. It looks like a Dalmatian. Like it would be a Dalmatian with all those spots. Isn't it funny how this crown like lands like right here on this 9 of Pentacles? And I said that they think that they're higher than others. You know what this crown gives me? It's giving me, since we're on the Disney theme of the tarot, it's giving Robin Hood and the, what is he? Is he a lion? Or is he the king? I forgot his name. I'm having a brain fart. But the villain, he don't want to be sucking his thumb and shit. I don't know. I forgot his name, but this vibe, it's like giving that vibe. That's kind of funny. Because that kind of reminds me of the moon. Because, like, the king in the Robin Hood movie with the fox and shit. I wish I could remember the king's name. I can't remember. Anyways, with the snake dude. He's an asshole, and he thinks he's better than everybody because he's the king, and he's above all. And then, like, when he's asleep, he's sitting there sucking his thumb like a little baby. Okay, what else are we seeing here? We have a four-leaf clover. Is that supposed to be a four-leaf clover or just a flower? It was giving me a four-leaf clover vibe. Kind of looks like a flower. I don't know. Let's see. We have the letter U. They might consider themselves lucky. Alright, so right here by Aries in February, we do have a little witch on a broom. So some of you, this person could be in Aries. Or they could be on the cusp of a Pisces, Aries. We have trust. We have this little green ball, which I had put one of each color to represent like each, what is it called? Chakra. So this would be the heart chakra. Well, that's pretty cool where it landed. Okay, leave it there. Alright, let's see. Way over here, we have this little bird. So they could have a pet bird. They may like birds. You know, birds are messengers, right? And then we have that 8 of Swords, with it being on the sword, on that card. They could be planting seeds of doubt, or they could be like, you might hear a little bird talking about this person. You might hear a message. about this person, or this person may be like a little chatterbox. Let's see, what is this? Ooh, we have a notebook. So, this could be a school setting. This could be a teacher, principal. I don't know. Like, this book can mean anything. This could be like a documents at work or whatever. Take it as it resonates for you. What the fuck? You ever seen, for those of you that seen the movie Mean Girls, it's giving like that one, that book, the notebook thing that they create, where they talk shit about other people. This is someone that you're close to, or could be, or maybe was close with at one point. We have on top of the queue, we have a little bike. So this person could be active. They could like bike riding. Maybe this was a thing you guys did. Maybe this is how they travel. Cardio. Maybe this is telling you to get away, take your distance. We do have near the October and the letter P, also touching the Sagittarius symbol right here. We have this a Pegasus. Okay, so I think of Greece for some reason, because I think of like Greek mythology. Maybe they're into Greek mythology. Maybe they're like mythical creatures. There's a lot of, there's quite a bit of animal. This person could like animals. Alright, so, interesting. I find it interesting that this infinity symbol is right intertwined with this wrench. Right? I think this, well, I don't know what kind of tool this is. Oh shit, it's like stuck. Oh, this says BFF. I don't know if you can see that, but it says BFF. So this could be a best friend. Friends forever. Alright. I don't know what this tool is exactly. It's like isn't this like a clamp thing that you like put like let's say you wanted to put two like pieces of like wood or something together and you would clamp that. I don't know if that's what this thing's throwing me in for a loop. But it's a tool. It's something that you use, right? So I don't know if this is what I think it is. It could be someone that's trying to keep you stuck, keep you tethered. So I find it interesting that this was combined with this one. Trying to figure out. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Okay. So I wanted to pull up my meanings of the playing cards because I don't read them like tarot. They're read differently because this would be cartomancy, and I want to focus on the cards for the value that they are. All right, so we have the Three of Diamonds and we have the Jack of Diamonds. All right, and this is where it gets interesting. Diamonds is about money and finances, okay? So, with the Three of Diamonds, we have legal trouble and we have domestic arguments. Now, this is right on top of the July, so these are things that probably could have taken place in, like maybe they gotten into some problems or drama in July, or maybe this started in July. I did mention Cancer. Cancer is in season is July, June, end of June, beginning of July, right? So that's interesting. Then we have the Jack of Diamonds, which talks about an unreliable or dishonest young person with light hair. What are we talking about? We're talking about a deceit, who's deceiving you. So obviously dishonesty, right? All right, so what do we got here? We have the Five of Hearts, and we have the Eight of Clubs. All right, clubs represent positive things that are coming in the near future, and hearts are about feelings, family, home, love, and relationships. All right, someone in your life is jealous with that Five of Hearts. So this one, well, now we kind of got an idea of what the cause is. If you're with somebody, or maybe you got a new friend. Is this a jealous friend? I don't know. All right, and then for the clubs. Oh shit! Well, no, I got scared because I saw it. I was looking at spades. I was like, oh shit. Okay, so Eight of Clubs, difficulty in business and in love. Okay, so maybe things are going good for you in your love department, and things are not going really well for them. There's a possibility of that. Or they could be struggling in their business or with their work. And maybe things are going really well for you. Okay, so moving back to this four-leaf clover, I'm going to say that this could be tied to Ireland, or they could be Irish. Doesn't have to be. They could also have ties to like Celtic roots. I mean, typically a four-leaf clover is good luck. Okay. There maybe even be some ties to fairies. They could have an obsession of the Middle Ages or medieval times. Maybe they carry a four-leaf clover. So the letter U is numerical value. The numerical value of the letter U is 3. So this person could be a life path 3. This person could what is the vibe? Could be, I'm thinking like someone that talks a lot, a great communicator, someone who could be good problem solvers. They could have an artistic talent in regards of writing, speech, music, singing, design. They're perceptive. Another thing, they could also have a problem with like completing projects, starting new things. They could have a desire for attention, so like that would make them a little self-centered. And then it's kind of like made me think of, my eyes went to this crown thing, and then this made me think of Leo. So Leo could be a sign here as well. I strongly recommend that you guys look into the signs and meaning behind the animals, because that's going to give you some more clue. I kind of wish we knew exactly what kind of bird this is. I have no idea, so maybe some of you might be able to recognize what kind of bird that is, but you could just put birds in general. But definitely look up the dog and the Pegasus. I do believe, when I think of dogs, they're loyal. So this could be a loyal friend. This could be, we did have best friends. So this could be a loyal friend, someone that is loyal, or you thought to be loyal, or they could play the role of being loyal or trustful. They do have some witchy vibes to them. So they could be doing things behind the scenes. But yeah, so that's where I'm going to leave it here for you. Hopefully this helps and gives you some confirmation that you've been looking for or needing. And yeah, wishing you the best of luck and love on your journey moving forward. Until next time, take care. Hello, pile number 2. If you guys were drawn to the bottle opener that says I love you, let's get into it. Alright. Again, like I said in the intro, in case if you skipped over that part, this reading is for people that have an idea or a suspicion that something is happening behind the scenes and they don't know about it. Right? They don't know who it is, but they can feel or sense something is off. Alright? You are welcome to stick around for entertainment. That's fine too. Alright, so we're going to start with the oracle. I have a whole bunch of oracle that's going to give us context and clues to help you figure out who is deceiving you. That's the goal, right? We may or may not find out some clues on why, but that's not really the focus. The focus is on finding out who it is, alright? So, let's get to it. Who is deceiving my pile number 2s? We already got 1, 2. Who is deceiving? Oh, okay, well, hello. Well, hello there. It's kind of interesting. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Alright, let's go one more. Okay, Spirit's like, no, we'll do 2. Alright, so we have first house. House of self is back in the deck energy. Alright, so physical body, outlook, self-image, life, philosophy, consciousness, opinions, awakening, self-awareness, arrival, expression, gateway, entry point. Alright. So, again, someone focused on themselves, which is obviously why it's deceiving. Because they're not giving a fuck about other people's feelings. Alright, so we have Virgo. We have Taurus. We have Venus. 10th house. We have the 6th house. And we have Mars. Alright. Okay. Do I need to read every card? I don't know. I did it for the first pile, but it's like, okay, so these could be traits, behaviors that this person could have that can give you context of clues of who this is. All right, so we have Virgo, the alchemist, methodical, aligned, ritualistic, efficient, insightful, healthy, dutiful, discerning, witchy, subtle, pure, refined, accurate, solitary, curatorial, critical, nervous, and perfectionist. So there could be, when we think about Virgo, the first thing that comes to my mind is stomach issues. So this person could have IBS or stomach issues, or is always saying something about like a gut feeling. We do have double earth signs here, so this person could be let's point out the obvious. They could be a Taurus, they could be a Virgo. Alright. The only we have 10th house, which is, you could add Capricorn in here. If we wanted to do that. Virgo rules the 6th house. If we're going like in a traditional sense where Aries is in the 1st house. Alright, so this person could be holistic. They may like herbs or working with herbs and care about their health or the products they use. They could be nitpicky. They could have anxiousness or suffer from anxiety. They could be critical of themselves and others. We have Taurus, the bombshell, earthy, practical, steadfast, productive, fertile, tactile, ample, worthy, ripe, pleasure-seeking, sensuous, blooming, solid, possessive, tenacious, loyal, patient, and deliberate. All right, so I'm going to add to this, and I'm going to add stubbornness, because they could be hard-headed and stubborn when they want to be. They could be that type of person that, like, digs their heels into the sand once they make a decision or once they perceive something a certain way. They do have a way of getting things done. We have mutable energy and fixed energy here showing up. They do like to indulge in their senses. So think of things that feel nice on their skin, good food, good perfume. They like to smell good. They like to smell nice things. You know, we got all these flowers here. And we do have, like, the flowers here, too. So, like, and we're talking about quality, good quality, right? Again, Taurus is ruled by Venus. So this person could have some strong Venus energy, too. All right, so beauty, harmony, romance, charm, receiving, sensuality, luxury, wealth, diplomacy, magnetism, value, pleasure, adornment, adoration, attraction, indulgence, taste, and style. So again, that kind of reminds me of the Taurus energy. They just like good shit. They have good quality. They like good quality stuff. They may only buy quality stuff or items for themselves. They like to indulge. They could be more tapped into their feminine energy as well. They could be very sensuous. And we have charming. Okay. 10th house is their reputation. So this is, these would be signs of their reputation. They could be someone that is working for their career or working towards their career. We have career, responsibilities, achievement, competence, fame, notoriety, standing, authority, figures, legacy, purpose, pinnacle, the patriarchy, and empire. So they could be working towards their goals. They may care a lot about how they look or how they perceive to the world. They may have a lot of responsibilities. All right, and then we have the 6th house. Craft, work, details, health, well-being, diet, service, daily rituals, contribution, organization, purification, skills, apprenticeship, and method. Your 6th house is also your day-to-day. It's also an enemy that you would be aware of. So like the 12th house is hidden enemies. 6th house is open enemies. You could appreciate your enemies from the 6th house because you know that they don't like you because they tell you to your face that they don't like you. Whereas the 12th house enemy is like, they'll be your frenemy. Like, they'll act like your best friend, but they're not. Okay. Like, again, someone that cares about their health, they may overly sacrifice themselves for other people. But then there could be strings attached to those things, Because we're talking about someone that's deceiving you, right? They could have health issues or focused on their health. Again, we have that 1st house as back of the deck energy, so they could really care about how they look with that Venus, in combination of the 10th house and the 1st house. They could have a very what's the word I'm looking for? Like, they can go to the gym every day type of person. Like, they care about how they look. That may not apply to everybody, right? But we have daily rituals. They may have a skincare routine. They might have, I can't do this until I have this done or until I get this done, so to speak. They are good at looking at details or noticing details that others overlook. So they could be highly perceptive. All right, and then we have Mars with action, desire, impulses, courage, force, heat, strength, competition, works out. Again, I didn't even I didn't even put that together. I got that from the sixth house. Okay, anyways. Excitement, thirst, impatience, anger, leadership, engine, potency, willpower, motor, sex drive. Okay. So they may like to wear red a lot. This is Aries and Scorpio energy here with the Mars. Very passionate, driven people. They could be hot-headed with the Mars here. They might get into fights a lot, whether that's physical or verbal. They could be quick to anger. They could be also using their willpower to move up in life with their career. All right. So they can also be impulsive too. So, all right. So let's get some more context on who this is. Who is deceiving my pile number 2? Pile number 2. Okay, so we got 3. Well, that's interesting. Alright, so the first card we got is Child Orphan. Light attributes, independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Shadow attributes, feeling of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. So this person could have abandonment wounds that they have not healed or acknowledged or even deny. They might even have some codependency issues with that, along with that. All right, so we have addict. Light attribute helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. Shadow attributes compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit, which is interesting because look at the charm you guys were drawn to. It is literally a bottle opener, and it says, I love you. So this person could have drinking problems, or, doesn't control their drinking. They have a love for drinking. Okay. But addict could be anything, but I had to point that out. They could have a reputation for that. They could do that on a daily. They could have impulses to go do that. Okay, so we have mother. Nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. Shadow attributes, smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. This kind of goes pretty well with the shadow attribute right here, because if they're feeling like they're going to be abandoned, then they would, if they feel like you're moving on, they might guilt trip you into staying or to not, not leave without them. There may be some type of because the light attribute is about being independent and learning to do things on your own, right? And then the shadow attribute is not wanting to be alone on this card. So they may struggle with codependency with others, or you, or with you. Maybe they have a codependent relationship with you. Oh, shit. All right, so back of the deck, we have student, humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. Shadow attributes, arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. Okay, so, well, this person has a reputation for this. So this person, they may have knowledge of what they need to do, but then they don't act on it. They could do better. Let's be real. This person could be doing better, but they're choosing not to for whatever reason. And it could be because of these wounds that they have, that they don't want to face them. Or they don't know how to. They don't know how to use the knowledge in a productive way. Alright, so we're going to get the T on this, on this person. I'm just trying to see what else I get from these cards. And this, for some of you, this person could be a parent, and like they can either be very neglectful of their children or child, or they, on the other hand, they could be too involved and like too smothering of their child as well. Another thing is like, doesn't mean that like, just because it says mother does not mean that they are a mother. This could be like even with you. Like, so for some of you, they may, be too smothering, always wanting to be with you all the time. I'm kind of getting more that than the neglecting side of it when it comes to you. Or their behavior towards you. Maybe they neglect their work or other friendships or themselves. With that first house's back of the deck, like this person is really self-absorbed. They can only think about their own needs. Alright, so let's get some information on the T. We're going to get the T on this person. We're going to find out what's going on in their lives so we can find out a little bit more on who's deceiving you. So you can have some better context and clues on who's deceiving you, pile 2. Who's deceiving my pile 2s? What do we need to know about this person that's deceiving my pile 2s? Whoa, hello. Okay. I think we're gonna I'm gonna pull more, but right away we have bad reputation. We have the 10th house. Like, let's see. We have happiness hater. Boss daddy, stable, rich business owner, CEO, big dick energy. All right. Who is pile 2's hater? What they need to know about them? Alright, so divination, abuser. Alright, what's the back of the deck energy? We have dirty offer. Interesting. Alright, so they may be offering you something, but it's like I said, there's going to be like some strings attached to it. This person could be into tarot or other types of divination tools, trying to get information, try to one-up you, get in your business. This person is jealous of you. They could be trying to ruin your reputation, or they have a bad reputation. For some of you, this could be a boss. This could be an authoritative figure, someone who has their own business, or maybe they're trying to go seek to create their own business. For sure, that's possible. I feel like this kind of reminds me of the 6th house energy, and I feel like that they may do all these things, but it's like they're still avoiding the root cause of like the issue, if that makes sense. like they may have a hard time reflecting that the possibility could be them, that they're the issue. Alright, so we're going to get some physical traits using the Who Is It Oracle. So we're going to get some physical traits. Now everything's going to apply for your person. So just take what does and leave the rest, okay? Pile number 2. I feel like pile number 1 ends up being like the long... Well, not yet. It depends. But usually, like, I feel like I'm going a lot faster with pile number 2 because I kind of know what I'm doing. Versus pile number 1, like, I'm like, oh, okay. So I usually just wing it until I figure out what I'm doing. And then I kind of copy the like, what I'm doing into the other piles. So I move a lot faster in the other ones. Okay, anyways, sorry. Pile number 2. 222 could be a number that you see a lot. Or, like, that could be confirmation for you, like when you see this person, like, or after spending time with this person or seeing this person or thinking about this person, you might see that number as confirmation for you. So I'm hearing called 222 22 22. Alright, anyways. Yeah. Clues on who the person that's deceiving my pile number 2 spirit. Clues. Why did I hear Blue's Clues? Blue's Clues. Sit down in my thinking chair and think. Alright. Same height as you. Okay, interesting. Who is deceiving my pile number 2s? Who is deceiving my pile number 2s? Well, obviously we got short. Let's see what else. We have square face. We have hazel eyes. We have tribal. Let's get one more, spirit. Who is deceiving my pile number 2s? Thank you. We have nicely dressed. Alright, and then back of the deck we have blue eyes. So this person could have blue eyes. They could be nicely dressed. I mean, that goes really well with that CEO energy, but not necessarily. They could just be a good, you know. That also goes with the Venus energy. They like good. She's got blue eyes. That's pretty cool. But we got brown, hazel. Well, hazel is a mixture of colors. Alright, so this person's not very tall. Nicely dressed, dresses nicest. Like, they could, like I said, they like good quality. She's even got a flower in her hair, bro. Okay, this is so cool. So this person could be tribal, like ethnicity, but I'm also getting, like, they could like animal print. They could like animal print. They could like jewelry like this. They could like their hair like that. And there's not a whole lot to go on because I got nothing but eye color and then face structure and height. So, yeah. That was pretty fast. Alright. Pile number 1, I had more, like, different context clues. So, like, gave me, like, different clues. But this is not giving me more than what's face value. Okay, so... maybe this person likes to wear contacts or blue contacts. Ironically, though, there is a card I think that does have contacts. So, I don't know. But, yeah, there are people that have brown eyes that buy blue colored contacts. And I would assume the other way around. I don't know. I don't buy contacts, so I don't know. Alright, so anyways. What does my pile 2s need to know about this person? What does my pile choose need to know about this person? All right. Okay. We have milk, thistle, intrusion. Why does it sound so weird on my tongue? Oh man, that's so funny. I'm laughing at myself. Okay. Alright, and then we have cloves with gossip. Your lips are moving, but you're lie, bam. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, this person could be trying to ruin your reputation by spreading gossip. Oh yeah, back of the deck energy, we have tea tree, binding. Excuse me. All right. I do want to look at the book and see what this has to say because I want to. All right. A prickly attitude's no help. Harm me and I'll make you yelp. My spines protect and offer strength against all harm at any length. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. Your thorny attitude is causing others to bristle as you deal with a prickly issue that's leaving you feeling rather uncomfortable. Use me to draw out toxins from your body as I decrease inflammation and soothe the negative effects of disturbance and aggravation to your liver and seat of anger. My spikes will protect you from the violation of others, breaking hexes and exorcism. Sow my dried leaves into a poppet and use them in spells to break bad habits and drive away depression. As I lend you my strength to defend yourself against harm. I shall guard you well if grown in your garden and protect you from evil if you place me at the front door. Beware all those who direct ill will, lower emotions like jealousy your way, for they shall be deterred by a short, sharp shock. Interesting. I love that. Alright, so I'm going to leave this right here if you guys want to screenshot that. That's the little poem that I read. There's a little recipe here for you. Alright, if you're interested. Alright, so let's reclose. Okay. Oh. Idle chit-chat, dish the dirt, untrue rumors spread and hurt. Burn me in order to prevent gossip, slander, and detriment. I don't know how to read, apparently. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. Whispers behind your back or a hushed silence when you enter a room indicates that you are the topic of conversation. While there's no harm in having a good old chin wag with friends, bad-mouthing someone's private business should be avoided. You're no stranger to juicy gossip yourself. He said this and she said that. It's just tittle-tattle. My antibacterial properties are powerful enough to wash any gossip monger's mouth out. Be watchful of who you share intimate details with and play your cards close to your chest at this time. It's vital to keep your reputation in high regard, so I will assist in purifying and raising your vibration and protect you from any smear campaigns. Burn me with a red candle to put a stop of any gossip that is affecting you now to prevent and protect you from slander in the future. So if you wish to screenshot that, there you go. And it's I was gonna say the cloves are actually good for your teeth, and then it says right here mouthwash for toothaches. Tea tree. Work together, bind the two, strength united me and you. My astringent power will repel harmful vibes through a binding spell. This magic has worked with harm to none, so motive be, there it is done. A restriction is holding you back from making a commitment. Although a decision should not be made lightly, investigate thoroughly before you consent, as there are underlying and hidden factors to consider. Any obligation that's irrevocable may be a bit of a bind, so why not use my stipic strength to break away from any ties that are challenging you on all levels. Choose me to banish negative vibes of those who vex you, for my natural astringent power works as an excellent repellent. Ugh. Don't let others get under your skin. Instead, turn to me to soothe and clear up any skin problems, grazes, infections. Allow me to assist in restraining others' influence over you, or keep away those who would cause harm to themselves and others as we work a little binding magic together. Promises are kept as you unite with another for optimum magical results. So this is your back of the deck energy. Go ahead and screenshot if you like. Alright. So I feel like a lot of these cards kind of like went really well with each other in regards of like what's going on. Someone is definitely trying to ruin your reputation. This could be at work. I feel like a lot of this is competitiveness. For some of you, this could be someone that is competing with you in regards of love, in the love department. For others of you, I really strongly feel like a lot of people are dealing with this at work. Someone could be trying to tarnish your reputation in regards of, like, let's say you're trying to hook up with somebody in particular and they're like sabotaging that behind the scenes, as an example. I mean, that could also tie into those wounds with the abandonment. Like, maybe, like, they're afraid, like, if you were to get that job opportunity, you'll be so successful, you'll be too busy to spend time with them, or, you know. Or, in another case, if you have a partner, then they ain't gonna have time. You ain't gonna have time for them because you're gonna be spending it with them, so to speak. That could be it. Because, we do have that, like, obsessiveness going on with those wounds. It's not really obsessiveness, but like it becomes obsessive. Alright, so let's finish off with the tarot. If we have time, I'll do charms. Throw in a few charms in there. Alright, what does pile number 2 need to know about the person that's deceiving them? What does pile 2 need to know about the person that's deceiving them? Alright, we have the Knight of Coins. Slow and steady wins the race. This is someone that doesn't mind playing the waiting game. Ooh, we have the Lovers. So this person could be trying to get in between you and a person. What the fuck? Alright, so we have the Page of Swords. I wonder if some of you came from pile 1, because we already have 2 cards. Like this, she was back of the deck energy for pile 1, and then this one came out in pile 1 too. I mean, there's a possibility, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. Okay. Ooh, we have the Queen of Swords. Alright, I'm not going to pull anymore. Alright, we have the 3 of Coins. So this could definitely be a work situation. Especially because the Hierophant's here, this is a higher authoritative figure. This is definitely impacting you right now. Because we have 2 major arcana here. This could also be a friend group too, with the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles could be, it's collaboration. So it could be a friend group. It could be co-workers as well. Three's a crowd though, for sure. This could be a boss. We did have that CEO boss. It said boss daddy. All right. Okay, so we do have Taurus energy again right here with the Hierophant. We have Gemini energy here with the, I almost said the true love, with the Lovers. We have Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, but I'm leaning more towards Libra, which is Venus ruled. Okay, so another thing is there's other people involved in this. I mean, obviously, if there's gossip, right? So, but there's other people involved. I'm thinking about like this character particularly, how she tried to keep Cinderella hidden from the prince so that one of her daughters can be chosen. So some of you could be dealing with another parent. So like maybe this deception could be involved, like, how do I explain this? Like, maybe there's children involved, and this is like a little drama between the children, or like they're dragging the children into this drama. If I'm making sense, I hope I'm making sense. They could be adolescents, young, or young teenagers, or like in between. Yeah, it's like she's holding on to this paper, like she's got like, oh, these are the facts, and cold calculating. I'm curious. I'm curious what kind of charms would come up for you guys, because this could be someone you got along with at one point. I was hoping that this would give me... Sorry, I don't mean to keep making like all these like noises and shit, but Okay, interesting. I feel like I should read this because like I wanted to see if these cards gave like certain information or tidbits. They're a little bit different because it's Disney villain, which I'm not really getting a lot, but I'm being drawn to read this card It says, the Hierophant advises you to now isn't the time for radical ideas and rebellion. Instead, place your trust in tried true methods and time-honored traditions. While there's a time and place for individualism, nonconformity, and rebellion, the Hierophant Tarot card is a sign that respecting convention will get you further than going your own way. So if you wanted to handle the situation in a particular way, not like that probably wouldn't be the best thing to do. This is about it. This is about this person. How are they deceiving you? Clues on how they're deceiving you. They could be going to the boss. They could be trying to play this picture of like, I'm not the bad guy. I'm innocent in all this, but then behind your back, having this list of shit to talk shit about with that sword up above her head. Like, there's gossip, right? This freaking cat is mischievous as fuck. Isn't it crazy? Isn't he from... That's the cat from Cinderella. And then we have 3 court cards. And then I think of her and her twin daughters. So... Or her daughters in general. So, there may be 3 people involved in this situation. This could also be someone also trying to get in between you and your partner. Like, they could be trying to seduce them behind the scenes. They could be trying to tarnish your... Like I said, if there was some... Like, let's say you were trying to get it with somebody, they could be tarnishing your reputation so that person wouldn't be no longer interested in you. Whether that's romantically or in the career field. So, like, if you're trying to go after a promotion, they're going to be telling the boss reasons why they shouldn't pick you or whatever. There's just a lot of gossiping going on behind your back at this time. Alright, so I want to get some charms real quick. So if you have headphones on, I strongly suggest turning the volume down. I'm going to give you a few seconds to do that because this can get really loud. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Alright. Some of you definitely came from pile number 1 because this was pile 1's charm. I technically have duplicates. But yeah, like, so this person likes music. Let's see. This person is a dead fish. They are going to be... you don't want this person around, basically. They are going to... You need to end things with this person. Like, you ever, like, catch fish? It's in your... Like, if dead fish stinks. It stinks. It's nasty. You don't want it. Alright, so right next to the 1 and the 2, we have the letter K. So this could, it could be an initial. What numerical value is the letter K? I'm curious now. I'm going to look that up because I don't be having that stuff memorized. Because numerology is always tied in some way, shape, or form. The number 2. I was going to say the letter 2. Alright, the number 2. Oh, and you guys, didn't I say 2, 2, 2, 22, 22? Oh my god. 2 is very prominent for you. Okay. With this person. That is so interesting. Alright. This is a connection. I don't know how close you are with this person or not. Look, we got Taurus twice. This is Taurus. So for some of you, this person is a Taurus. I didn't really pay attention to where that was at. Sorry. Okay. Oh, we got the letter K twice. What the fuck? Alright, that was on top of the letter, the word no. 22. Remember 2, 2, 2, 22, 22. 2, 2, 2. Because you got 2, 2, and then 2. Oh. Okay, sorry. I get like a little geeked out by those things. Like, ah. Okay. Let's see. So we have I can on top of LM. You know what came to my mind with this with this with this I can it's I know I can be what I want to be. If I work hard at it, I'll be where I want to be. I don't know who sings that. I forgot. That's an older song. Isn't that Nas? I don't remember. All right, so we have right by the N, near the O, N, O, spell snow. I don't know what song. Okay, anyways, you can laugh at me. It's okay. All right, so we have enough. Enough is enough. You had enough of this bullshit. All right. Let's see, what else do we have? What's this thingamajig right on top of the maybe? All right, we have like a little stopwatch, right? If that would like stop. Why is it doing that? All right, there we go. Like a little stopwatch. All right, this is right near the yes. We have toothpaste. You know, like, you ever seen those Orbit commercials from back in the day? Dirty mouth, clean it up with Orbits, blah blah blah, whatever, right? And it makes me think of like when I think there's a commercial where they're talking smack in the office. So whatever the office can represent for you, whether that's in school or career, you know, the boss's office or whatever. Dirty mouth. Oh my goodness. Someone needs to wash their mouth. Apply that to how it resonates for you. Maybe this person got a stinky breath. I don't know. Or maybe it's just talking about like the gossip, right? So clean your dirty mouth, you know. All right. We have a little blue cloud, but he's happy. Okay. Is that gonna clear up? Close enough. All right. I mean, I feel like that's a sign to stay optimistic, because you think of a blue cloud, you think of sad, right? But like, he's happy. So like, even though despite this is happening, try to remain optimistic through this situation, okay? We do have a spider right on top of the yes. Okay, so you are able, I would always look into, I always recommend looking into the spiritual meaning of the animals. I'm not going to have all the definitions for everything, as much as I would love to, but sometimes we need to find our own answers ourselves. Okay, so spiders are going to be prominent for you guys, and owls. But spiders can also represent like weaving your own life. They're the weavers of life, or something like weaving. Something about weaving, because of their webs, right? Could be a sticky situation. I mean, but like, spiders don't get trapped in their own web, right? So, okay. So, look into that. Look into the animal of the owl. That's on Y, Z, and A. And on top of no. But the owls do represent higher knowledge and wisdom. They're very perceptive. They can see things in the dark that others cannot. And they're very silent when it comes to hunting their prey. So this could be information about that person. These could be traits that you need to embody when dealing with this person. But there is a wisdom behind this. There's knowledge, there's information that maybe they're gathering information. Maybe this person's obsessed with owls. Hmm. I can't stop focusing on the eyes. I feel like you'll be able to see it if you pay better attention to like what's going on around you. We do have all the way over here, this area, this little camera. So picture proof will be beneficial for you. So if there's anything that you feel like screenshot it, evidence, photographic evidence. There may be something either coming to you, or you need to, or you're going to be presenting this to them. Like, oh yeah, well I got the proof, bitch. Like we're done. We're done. You know what I'm saying? Pile number 2. Yeah. So I don't see anything else. So I'm gonna leave you guys here with that. I hope this gives you confirmation or help in understanding who the heck this is. And yeah, wishing you the best of luck and love on your journey moving forward. And till next time, take care. Hello. For those of you that picked pile number 3 or was drawn to the melty looking clock, this is going to be your reading on who's deceiving you. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this charm, I want to say it's a Madonna song. I can't remember though. But I hear the line, time goes by so slowly. I don't even know if that's Madonna or not. I can't remember. Don't quote me. I just get lyrics. Alright, sometimes I know, sometimes I don't. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Alright, so we have a bunch of oracles that we're going to get into that's going to help give us some clues and context and clues of who this person could be. Alright, so the goal is to find out who is deceiving you, who this is. Alright. Make sure I get a good shuffle before we begin. Alrighty. Okay. Alright, pile number 3. Who is deceiving my pile number 3s? That's... Oh, okay. Who's deceiving my pile 3s? Well, alright, I'm just going to take them. Okay. Alright, back of the deck energy, we have Jupiter with expansion, enthusiasm, optimistic, generosity, benevolence, beliefs, luck, seeking, travel, positivity, lectures, foreign cultures, teaching, pilgrimage, chance, expansion, leaping, exploration, and potential. Okay. I want to say Pisces and Sagittarius is ruled traditionally by Jupiter. We have quincunx in complexity, irritates, puzzles, mystifies, complicates, contradicts, clashes, misses the mark, requires translation, adjusts, makes curious, educates, and transforms. So again, we have more information about teaching and education, learning. This person could have lots of contradictions. They could overcomplicate things. They could get irritable pretty easily. They may like puzzles. They may have a hard time because we got misses the mark. So they could always be like one step behind. Makes curious. So they could be very curious. There's, there's just things with that needs translation. Okay, the Jupiter was talking about foreign, so maybe they don't have, like, maybe you guys don't, they have their first language is a different language from yours. We have Aries, radical, active, self-starting, daring, fierce, assertive, fiery, exhilarating, innocent, on a mission, bossy, driving, sparky, courageous, selfish, macho, impulsive, argumentative, and competitive. So these are traits that this person could have, or they could be an Aries. Speaking of Jupiter, I said Pisces. We have Pisces, the mystic, imaginative, compassionate, healing, empathetic, mystical, adoring, magical, allowing, dreamy, I'm not even going to try to read that. Dynamic, spiritual, emotional, escapist, impractical, oceanic, self-pitying, and illogical. We have Venus, beauty, harmony, romance, charm, receiving, sensuality, luxury, wealth, diplomacy, magnetism, value, pleasure, adornment, adoration, attraction, indulgence, taste, and style. We have Sun. This would be Leo. Venus energy is Taurus and Libra, by the way. Essence, energy, self-awareness, life force, spirit, creativity, honor, masculinity, distinction, childishness, ego, individuality, solitude, expression, self-sufficiency, shine, heartbeat, and father. Whew. And then we have second house, assets, material world, possessions, finance, talent, values, solidity, worthiness, wardrobe, luxuries, credit scores, security, aesthetics. Okay. Your value system and your belief system also fall into the second house as well. All right. So, who is deceiving you? Wait, what? I must have did something to the... I just realized, because this is not... Hold on. Okay. I'm all like, something happened. Okay. Alright. Alright. So, this person could be an Aries or a Pisces. Let's get that out of the way. We do have potential Leo, Sagittarius, and Taurus and Libra possibility. Alright? But this person could be very dreamy. This person may have they do appreciate beauty, money. They could be hopelessly romantic. They could dream big. On a negative side, these are people that who's deceiving you. Someone that's focused on assets or money only. We do have wardrobe, and then like how they can attract people to them. They could be overly optimistic. I mean, like, I'm trying to think with that Jupiter. They could exaggerate a lot. They could have a big ego. They could be self-driven. They could be assertive, courageous. Then we got like dreamy, romantic, escape, like escapist, like it says in the thing. So they could, they also could be sensitive, empathetic. Like there's like it is kind of interesting because like with the complexity of this person, they have this aspect of themselves, but then they also have this aspect of themselves that kind of clash together that doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay? That's interesting. They could be obsessed with finances or money, or how they look, or certain quality or of items, or the material world in some way, shape, or form. I mean, that could show up in many different ways. They could be like their clothes, how they look. I mean, Venus loves high quality things. And we're talking about the second house. We're talking about high values, right? So they could think that they are of high value. They might even put themselves on a pedestal and look down upon everyone else. This is someone that's deceiving you. So they could be looking at themselves thinking that they're higher or better than you, right? They could have an unhealthy masculine energy about them, of themselves, which would mean that they're acting out in their ego. Okay, they could be they could be selfish. They could be life of the party and don't like to share that light with others. They could also be courageous, go-getter, psychic. But at the same time, with that self-pitying, with the Pisces energy, like, they could be a martyr. They could also be like, oh, poor me. So, like, a victim mindset. Like, they could have a victim mindset. Which might contradict, like, how they perceive themselves. Like, from one day they can act like this, and then the next they can act like something else. Which adds to their layer of complexity. Alright, so let's get a little bit more on who this person is. Alright, we have Child of Eternal. Determined to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. Ability to see things with fresh eyes. Shadow attributes: inability to grow up and be responsible. Extreme dependency on others for physical security. And that would be that second house. We have Child Magical, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Shadow attributes: pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. Why is this? I'm going to put it right on top of Pisces. It's funny because you got the Jupiter is back of the deck energy, which is very optimistic. And then you got this layer of pessimism and depression. Like, they can go from, like, one extreme to the next, is what I'm getting. Alright, we have Networker, light attributes, enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. Shadow attributes: conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. Give me 1 second. Okay. Alright, sorry, Pile 3. I was briefly interrupted. Alright, so... Okay. Alright, so I'm looking at this card. That's interesting. Right when I was about to grab this card, I heard that song. Don't make fun of me. I get fucking the weirdest. I get messages from the weirdest places. All right. So if any of you watch PBS Kids, Sid the Science Kid, there's a song in the show, just so random as fuck. I'm looking for my friend. I'm looking for you. Hey, there's whoever. Check out my moves, right? And then they do their little dance. Okay, so but what got to me was I'm looking for my friend. I'm looking for you, right? So I feel like this person likes gossip. This person likes to spread gossip, or they like. Oh my God, did you hear about this person? Oh my God, like, they could be into, like, talking about other people or spreading news, spreading information. Because we do have that networker. But, like, conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fears and falsehood. So they could, like, also put doubt and fear into, like, your dreams, your goals, even your belief system. Like, they could even make you question your own, like, belief system or in your own values, your own self. They do have a curious nature, but I feel like they use it for, like, the wrong reasons. Like, they could be using it to uplift other people. They could be using it for, they could be using it for better things, but they're choosing not to. All right, so back of the deck, we have Hermit. Wait, now I'm confused. Was this the back of the deck? I can't remember. I think that was the three. We just happened to get 3 cards. And then this is back of the deck. Hermit. Seek solitude to focus intently on inner life. Serves personal creativity. Hermit would be Virgo, which would be opposition to Pisces. Withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. When I think of Pisces, I think of the 12th house, and I'm thinking of, like, sacrificing, which is also what Virgo does. I hope that the distraction that I just had, that this wasn't because sometimes I think that was back of the deck energy. Oh my goodness. Distractions. Everything happens for a reason, though, right? So, we're going to... Alright. Yeah, that was back of the deck energy, now that I remember. Okay, so... They may be more introverted or, like, more on them, like, to themselves. This person has the potential to be a guiding light to others, but they have either it's like they're ego driven because they want to be likable, perhaps, for this person. Like, they might have, like, a people pleasing tendency. Alright, so we're going to pull out some cards from what's the T deck. So we're going to kind of get a glimpse of what's going on in their life so that we can have a better idea of, like, who this is. Because my goal is to help you figure out who is deceiving you. Now, there may be a possibility that we find out why, but that's not really the general focus. The focus is on who. Okay. All right. I really, before I read that, I really feel like with the Aries and Pisces, there's this, like, how do I explain this? I can help everybody, but I'm choosing to just only help myself kind of vibe. Don't ask me how I get that with the Aries and Pisces, but that's what comes to my mind. Okay, all right, so we have dodging bullets, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, and protected by haters. Who's deceiving my pile number 3s? Who is my pile number 3s? All right. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What the fudge? All right, we have wasting time, stuck, no changes, and limited. Bro, you guys picked that clock that's melting. Melting. Okay, sorry. That's crazy. And then that reminds me of that song, Time Goes By So Slowly. Like, it's almost in a standstill with the stuck, right? You're wasting your time with this person. This person may be in a love triangle. Third party, multiple lovers or choices. Romantic affair, sex fix, secret lover. Steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, and feeds off of you. Oh my god. Back of the deck. Psh, hello. We have clout hungry. Says anything, does anything, makes shit up, dramatic. Like, duh, we got that Jupiter placement, and you know, everything that Jupiter does, it expands, right? It could expand good things, it can expand bad things, right? You know, we got seeking, and then it's, you know, clout hungry. There's just little things here that, like, kind of tie in together with everything. I mean, and then you got, like, the, you know, copies your work, and then you got the networking. So, like, some of you, they could probably be copying your, like, your social media. If you have a following, or if you're an influencer, they could be copying your ideas from there. They can go from, like, one extreme where, like, oh my god, I'm so sad, to, like, oh my god, I'm the shit. Like, I mean, there's not to say that there's something wrong with that, but it's, like, to one extreme to another. This person's love life is anything but healthy. Okay? It's chaotic. They don't value themselves. Which is why sometimes they go in hermit mode, because they don't want to be judged by others. This is chaotically... It's interesting with this quincunx aspect. It may overcomplicates the situation. They have the possibility to be useful and benefit themselves and others, but they may also have this issue with, they could be full of contradictions. They could have much more complexities within them that they don't fully understand or grasp, or how to deal with. All right. Oh wait, this is not the next one. All right. Oh, oh my. Okay, so we're gonna get some physical traits on who this person is. Oh, these are all messed up. I don't know how to shuffle that. Apparently. Sorry. Okay, so this could give you some more clues on who this is, what they look like. Not everything is going to apply for your person, so keep that in mind. Who is deceiving my pile number 3? What do they look like, Spirit? Let's get some obvious clues on what this person looks like. So this person has glasses. They have red lips. They like to wear red lipstick. This person could be older than you. What's this say? Unhealthy habits. We have brown eyes. Let's get one more. Alright, back at the deck, we have mole. So they could have a particular mole or a mole that stands out. And we have practitioner. Interesting with that Pisces energy. Like I said, they have the ability, like I did mention psychic. They have the ability to help others, but they could be fear of judgment. This person, maybe they like wearing feathers in their hair too. And she also got like kind of reddish lips. They may like to wear headpieces. Why does this kind of look like the ram? Doesn't that kind of look like, or maybe that's more like the goat. Maybe that's more of the goat. Okay, so this person wears glasses, may like to wear red lipstick, could be older than you, has unhealthy habits, whatever that may be, brown eyes, and, 12th house and Pisces. And not to say that only Pisces do this, but they may abuse substances to escape reality or to escape, right? So just saying. I mean, but I think any sign can fall victim to that. But I would say probably Pisces uses it for escapism. All right, so let's see what you need to know about this person. What do my palm threes need to know about this person that's deceiving them? What does pile 3 need to know? Interesting. You have hemp with expansion. Which is, I said interesting because that's exactly what Jupiter says. It says expansion. Alright. Can I get one more? One more, please. Alright. What's this? I mean, we got bad habits. We got hemp. They could be smokers. Smokers are jokers. That's the Simpsons. What is Rod and Todd? The Flanders kids. Something that they say. Smokers are jokers. Okay. Alright, what else does pile number 3 need to know about this person that's deceiving them? We have fortify. Back of the deck energy, we have mandrake and passive. Alright, interesting. I want to read the back of the deck energy first. Okay. Alright. Magic's waned, not impressed. Work with my root if you're distressed. Extraction causes a deadly scream. Work with me to follow your dream. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. Your expression says it all. Not much impresses you these days, does it? Your light has dimmed. However, all is not lost, for a new magic surrounds you when I appear. No other plant has been more associated with or respected by witches through the ages as I. A magical alliance was made between witches and the spirit of Mandragora for my root to be used as a vessel for familiars to feed from. In return, I am fed with milk or wine under a full or dark moon. Be sure not to feed on me yourself, though, for I will cause delirium or even madness if ingested, much like my poisonous cousin Belladonna. Instead, use my powdered root wisely as a magical catalyst to empower amulets, spells, and fertility rituals, or to induce visions and free your spirit, for a desired freedom of magical expression is waiting to be unearthed. So, if you would like to screenshot, there is a recipe here. You don't have to, but there's that. Oops, I went too far. Expand the mind and take it high. Plant medicine will help you fly. My products are so good for you, not just for hippies, but witches too. This magic has worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. You've been courting controversy, although what you're standing for is right. If only others could see the point you're making. Thinking outside the box or looking for the bigger picture is the only way forward, although looking at the situation from another's viewpoint will help you understand the approach and attitude of others at this time. My good reputation is often disputed, even though I've been used for textiles and rope for thousands of years. Nowadays, my flowers and seeds are used in health foods, organic body care, and other nutraceuticals. Don't come for me because I don't know how to read this word. And I'm loved by vegans for my natural protein benefits and essential fatty acids. Time to keep an open mind when I appear. Although my THC levels may not affect you like my cousin Cannabis, my family holds the secrets of the universe to expand your consciousness. Alright, so here you go. I have an energy bar for hormone balance, skin, hair, and nails. Recipe, if you like. There you go. Alright, and for this one, infections, flu, be gone away. I'll make sure they'll never stay. Pretty petals, cones that flower, enhance, restore your cone for power. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. When your defenses are down and you're feeling low, allow me to strengthen your weakened resolve. Don't be fooled by my pretty dainty petals, for I have the power to enhance your immune system. Just a couple of drops of my tincture will fortify you against the symptoms of a cold as I battle against the virus on your behalf. Just as I thrive and grow within the secure confines a herbaceous border, it is imperative that you build your defenses. I will lend you my protective shield to activate and maintain your core strength and help you adjust through this period of emotional spiritual transition. As you work with the healing properties of my coned flower, I'll help you boost your clairvoyant and psychic abilities, restoring energy to enhance and raise your cone of power when working in ritual magic. Alright, so there's, again, a tincture for colds. All right, if you choose to screenshot that. All right, so I find it interesting that I feel like these cards kind of tie in with that Pisces energy and the practitioner card as well. Maybe you you have a friend that does like divination or works with stuff, and they like tarot or any other it doesn't matter what kind of divination tool, like whether it's Reiki, mediumship, whatever it may be, whatever, you know, toots their horn. They could be giving you false information. So like, let's say you ask them about like a love. I don't know what well, you got Venus here. Excuse me, sorry. I don't know how I feel about this person. I do think that you need to trust your own intuition when dealing with this person, and not I don't know. I feel like I'm hearing like the word Debbie Downer. Like, I feel like this person, like, you're drained and tired after dealing with this person. And so, like, you're not left with anything. Because you're so busy, like, pouring into them than you are for yourself. And because you don't have the energy, you're not able to, like, work on the things that bring you joy. That's kind of interesting. This song came to my mind when I saw Brown Eyes. And then it says Secret Lover. And the song is actually about a secret lover. The title was supposed to be Brown Eyed Girl. Or the song is Brown Eyed Girl. But the title was supposed to be My Brown Skin Girl, I think. And because of the time that song came out, they made the title be, and the lyric be, Brown Eyed Girl. You're my brown eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing? Sha-la-la-la-la. Whatever. And that's interesting because they're secret lovers. Okay, so the word secret, and I have so many things coming to my mind right away from the word secret. Which is funny because we do have like all like this love triangle thing. Secret lovers too. Because this song, if anybody here watched the Avatar, The Last Airbender, Secret Tunnel. Secret tunnel. Two lovers. What is it? I forgot how the song goes. Forbid from one another. And then they like create this labyrinth, and that's, yeah. Okay. Anyways, okay. Maybe you waste your time on telling them that, like, maybe they waste your time on a lover that you constantly tell them, like, you know, that person's not good for you. I don't know. Let's see. We're going to get the tarot now. Because I don't know, for some reason your pile got me. I'm spending more time on your pile than I did on the other piles, which is weird. Because normally I would have been already in the... I would have been done with the tarot section already by now. I feel like this person is kind of like all over the place. Like 1 minute they're, I'm going to say it. From the beginning of this reading, another song came through my mind. I think it's Katy Perry that sings that song. Hot and Cold. You're hot, then you're cold. Yes, and you're no. That song. This person could, like, have that kind of dynamic. Alright, what does pile number 3 need to know about this person that's deceiving them? What does my pile 3 need to know? Alright. We have Knight of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, Judgment. Let's get one more. I said 1. That's too many. Well, that's definitely too many. Alright, just one more, Spirit. Please. Thank you. Alright, 5 of Pentacles. And then back of the deck we have the Lovers. Again, with the Lovers, as this particular card being the back of the deck. Hey, there's that dude. Dang. I kind of wish I showed pile 2 that picture. Alright, anyways. Sorry, I got distracted. See, I feel like this person probably does this kind of shit. Like, they're all over the place. This chick right here. You see how she's like interfering with these 2 lovers? She may become a third wheel. She may try to seduce other people's partners away. Because we did have that love triangle. They do have multiple lovers. They do have multiple options. They could be involved in something, right? With that, they could be struggling financially with the 5 of Pentacles here. They could also be feeling left out of the cold. They could be there. This is where that pessimism comes from, where it's like, oh, poor me. I feel like this is like the martyrship of them. There's a decision that needs to be made. Like, I feel like they don't know which to decide on. That's like where that hot and cold comes in. This person may want to come in. I want to say for some of you, they may even be trying to get in between you and your own partner if you're with somebody. That ain't gonna be for everybody though. The 8 of Pentacles could indicate that they are, what is the word I'm looking for? That they are, I'm having a brain fart. They are dedicated to their craft. Yeah, they are dedicated to copying you, pile number 3. Let's see. There may be a need for you to act upon this Knight of Swords energy where you need to take an action and make haste getting away from this person, or dedicating, just focusing on your work. Like, that could be the choice. But I get, like, I feel like this person distracts you or tries to keep you away from, like, your goals. Like, they're trying to keep you stuck. And then your choice of sticking around this person is your choice. And you're going to be stuck with the consequences of that choice. Or this is telling me that this person is going to continue to steal your work and not make the right choices. Because their judgment is, they're not making sound choices, right? They're not making the best choices for themselves. And this is going to catch up to them in the long run, which is going to make them feel left out because you're going to end up leaving them. Or other people are going to end up leaving them high and dry. There is, the Lovers is also about making a choice. There is a choice that needs to be made. And then we got the Two of Swords is telling you to wait on a choice and to trust your intuition. So this person may be trying to push an agenda for their own benefit and putting pressure on you. Like, let's say you have an idea, a creative idea that you want to do, but like you have kind of been vague about it. Maybe you're not talking about it, or you briefly talk about it and they're trying to push you to talk about it so that they can steal the idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's something about... And then right when I grabbed the deck, when I put the card back, the Magician card just popped out of nowhere, which would mean manipulation. Using every tool out of the deck. Yeah, we have a lot of air and I don't know what earth energy right here. This dude's like a poacher and takes what he wants. And I feel like that's what this person does. Alright. So we are going to pull some charms before it gets any later. Okay. So this is the time of the reading. You're going to want to put your volume down if you're wearing headphones because this will be loud. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Alrighty, we have this little pin where it's like you're looking under a microscope and you're seeing like all like the little germs and stuff. So like this is like, it's like zoom in, look at the details. What are you missing? Okay. And we have I love Rio. So like someone likes to drink. Okay. We have a little perfume. It looks like a perfume bottle to me. I could be wrong. Could be another alcohol bottle, but it looks like perfume to me. So they may like to smell nice, or they have a signature scent. Believe in love. We have right on top of Libra in September a cupcake. You know, their birthday could be in September. They could be a Libra. They may like cupcakes. Maybe they're called a cupcake by their partner, possibly. Let's see, what else do we got? Right on top of no, near N-O, those could be initials. We have a little unicorn. So I would look up the definition of like the spiritual meaning behind the unicorn. They could like unicorns. They could be obsessed with unicorns. Maybe they like My Little Pony. I don't know. I don't know. That for some reason that gave me My Little Pony vibes. Not the image. That don't look like My Little Pony, but like I don't know. Don't ask me why. But that just came up. Let's see. We have June near the Leo. We have a trumpet, so maybe they play instruments, maybe they're in the band, maybe they're very loud. That could contribute to something. Let's see, right over here, we have this little kettle, or not kettle, teapot. I'm a little teapot. Don't ask me why that song came in my head. Yeah, maybe like in the song, if they don't express themselves, maybe they're the type to explode. I mean, we do have Aries, so like maybe when it comes to their emotions, they're explosive, or they contain things in for a long time and then they explode. Maybe they have that tendency to do that. We have, on top of this Knight of Swords, we have the bunny from Alice in Wonderland. Ooh, wait, I'm late. Maybe they're always late for stuff. Maybe they're tardy all the time for work or for school. I find it interesting that we have Alice in Wonderland twice. Look at that. He's in her hands. Oh, and he's got a little trumpet thing going on here. Maybe you're being alerted, or you're being warned. Maybe they like to be announced, like they bring in their announcements, like the queen has arrived. It's like, I have arrived. Like maybe they're like that kind of persona. Didn't we have something about else besides time? Oh yeah, stuck, right? Wasting time. Don't waste your time. Because like in the rabbit, in the movie, he's constantly going. He doesn't stop. He doesn't stay for long. Maybe that's what you need to do. Is just constantly be busy so that this person can't slow you down or stop you. We do have the koala. Aren't these very slow creatures that are like lazy and don't do nothing? I could be... Do they do that? I don't know. Look up the spiritual meaning of koalas, but I do think that they just lounge around and eat all day, if I recall correctly. I think all they eat is bamboo, and because there's not a lot of nutrition value in that, they just eat. So maybe that's what this person is, or maybe like they're lethargic, they're tired all the time. I mean, if they're high all the time, I mean, that would, that would do that. That would definitely do that. Maybe they're stuck with the same shit, different day kind of vibe. Nothing changes. They don't want to try for themselves, so they take the easy way out. And judgment is going to come for them in the long run, which is going to leave them high and dry, unhappy, suffering the consequences of their own actions. But you need to pay attention to the little details. There's little signs and tidbits. You're being warned about this person. Also we have backpack. First thing that comes to my mind is baggage, right? This does kind of look like a school backpack to me. So, this could be someone from school, if you're in school. This could be a childhood friend, maybe a high school friend that or someone you've been friends with for a long time. I ain't gonna lie though, another thing that comes to my mind is the song Backpack, Backpack from Dora the Explorer. So maybe this person always has like things on hand, or they have all kinds of random shit in their backpack. Anything that you might need, I have it right for you. This also gives me the tea. Like, they always like to gossip and talk about tea. They could be talking about their love life. Their love life can go from hot to cold, where it's like piping hot with toxicity to like nothing at all. And then they kind of like, maybe they don't like when there's nothing going on. I don't know. I feel like this person is a chaotic mess at this moment. And like, I feel like I'm a little scattered. I'm a little bit of everywhere. I mean, if we got that, if we focused on that Pisces and Aries energy, you got that impulsive fireness, and then Pisces is just a little elusive and a little bit everywhere and everywhere, anywhere and everywhere, right? They kind of, it's mutable energy with cardinal energy. There's nothing fixated about it. I mean, unless we have that Leo energy with the sun, but I don't know. I feel like their love life is a hot mess. So yeah, those are the clues. I hope it helps and gives you an idea on who is deceiving you. Why they're deceiving, I have no freaking clue. I don't have a clue. I just know that this person's, the only clues that we do have about this person is that they are stealing your work. They copy your work. They feed off your energy. They could be triangulating your relationship. There's a possibility. Or they're doing it to others. They're wasting your time. They don't plan on making any changes. And then it's finding it funny, like, dodging bullets. Like, I feel like this is spirit telling you, like, hey, you could dodge this bullet by not involving yourself with this person anymore. Or, you know, they could be like, oh my god, I totally dodged this bullet with this person. I mean, if that's their left hand, that would be married, like a wedding, like that would be a married person. So maybe they're fucking around with somebody that's married. I mean, they are in a triangulation. They are in a love triangle. So yeah, so I'm gonna leave it there, pile number 3. Wishing you the best of luck and love on your journey, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Until then, take care.